petit peu.
Qu'on fasse. Ouais, attends.
All right. Getting all the settings correct. Sounds good. Looks good.
C'est bon, la dernière fois, t'étais en galère par terre.
Ouais,
Maintenant,
là,
regarde.
c'est mieux.
Là, t'as une vraie
Là, c'est
place, tu vois.
Mais toi, tu vas tomber.
Non, c'est bon. Vas-y, au milieu. C'est bon. Avec un
Hi, how y'all doing?
Hi.
Bah, si tu tombes,
C'est bon.
si t'accroches.
Voilà, regarde.
Le reflet bleu, là, t'es sûr?
Ah, en fait, c'est polycolore.
Ouais, bah, c'est
So,
nul.
so we can try this episode one more time.
Et il dit
What
que...
light is better for you? Is this okay?
I think this is better.
I think we're in a better spot this time around.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
So if you don't mind introducing yourselves.
With the lag.
Yeah, there's some delay.
Yeah, a bit.
Oh, is it delaying pretty bad again?
No, I think it's much better than the last time.
No, but
It's still a little bit, but it's much better.
Moi, je vais crever dans 2 secondes. Il faut que j'enlève. J'ai un truc en dessous, hein.
Oh. Get it.
Hey.
So we're just gonna make it happen. We're just gonna make it happen.
Yeah.
So if y'all just want to go ahead, introduce yourselves for the people out there that's going to be watching and listening. Start with whoever.
The issue. Can we try another connection?
Yeah, we must try another connection because there's so...
Okay, you think you still have delay?
Just
It seems quite better.
Just try and relax.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, right.
Stop drinking.
Perfect. Yeah. I mean, as long as we can have a conversation, I think we'll be just fine.
Yeah. It'll be okay.
You're right.
Okay.
You're right.
So if you just want to go ahead and introduce yourselves for the audience, and we'll get going.
Okay.
Okay, go on.
I start?
Yeah. You start.
Okay. Okay, so we are a French metal band from the area around Lyon. So yeah, it's one of the biggest city in France. So maybe I hope you know it. And so
I do know it actually.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, because I think you have some you are some French related.
Yes. I do have some French heritage on both sides of my family. So
if I remember well, Soleil, right?
That is correct. That is yes.
I remember it from the last time because it's like sun in French. So I remember.
Yep. Speaking of sun in France, how's the weather over there right now in Lyon?
The weather.
Shitty.
Shitty. Don't talk about the weather.
Yeah.
It's not worth talking about it because normally it's good, but now it's shitty.
It's rainy.
It's rainy.
Rainy today.
And it's gonna piss me off because I've been I came here by bike, so
Oh shit!
so it's gonna
Oh shit! That is not a fun time. I know from experience.
So anyway, the band.
Sorry. Stay focused.
Sorry.
Stay focused.
Here we go.
Sorry. So the band is a French metal band that talks about Lovecraft character. Well, the Lovecraft the Lovecraft universe is quite huge.
Yeah.
I mean, the most known character is Cthulhu. The great old ones is Cthulhu, and so our subject is not Cthulhu. Is maybe a character that anyone doesn't know about it is Dagon. So we are Les Enfants de Dagon. That means children of Dagon, and all our stories are made around this character of Dagon and the cult about Dagon. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And to introduce ourselves, say that we are not only a music band, we are really like
Friends?
yeah, we are friends, obviously.
Obviously.
And not doing only music. I mean, we are on a lot of medias. Like we wrote books. We
Dogs are welcome over here, Thomas. It's okay.
sorry.
Was that a dog in over there?
Yeah, it's my dog.
Because
This is a very dog friendly podcast. I got four dogs of my own, so you're in good people. It's good.
any dog was armed in this interview.
I'm
The
sorry.
dog is okay.
I'm sorry. We're Sunday, and on Sunday night, my bro come, and so.
Yeah, so I think he might be on the door right now. So that's
Yeah,
why
but
the,
it's
that's
open.
why
It's
the
always
dog is-
open, so it's okay.
Okay.
Love it. It's all good.
So
Yeah.
you see, it's a family story. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
It's a real family story.
I mean, every event between us is like a family story. I mean, the shows, the even the rehearsals. It's like we haven't been rehearsal in the summer, and we just had our first rehearsal after summer
Yeah.
last week.
Last week,
And it was, like a family reunion.
Yeah.
But less boring, actually.
Yeah, let's go. Without the uncle being, drinking too much. So, yeah. No, yeah.
So whose idea was it to start Les Enfants?
It was Thomas.
My bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
Thomas.
Yes. So we start with the singer, the other singer, Laurent, and
Laurent Franchetot.
yes. And when we were a teenager, we loved playing with the Cthulhu theme. So we starting the idea to recreate a universe based on the Lovecraft mythos, and we start with let's say an original story, and we start to write some music based on this story. And once we start writing, we have a lot of stuff. So we decide to split into a novel also. So we have the music part and the novel part, and so on. The idea is to make a kind of a trilogy.
Yeah.
And all the stuff we have done to put into a live show.
Yeah, just from the pictures that I've seen on your social media, the live show is this huge production. I mean, there's
thanks a lot, because we all made it. Like
Right.
Tom said, we do our decor and
decorations.
decors, yeah, and
The FX,
the FX, the costumes. It's really realized with pleasure and with our heart and with our soul, really.
And the way it is also all organized is that there is also always like an album, music album, the novel, and then the show. So it's kind of like a triptych, and it's very complementary. But we try to put the same energy into making it very immersive for the people who are gonna look at the show and listen to the album. And that's why we try to work a lot, as you saw on the pictures, on how it's gonna look, on the theatrical effects it's gonna have on the audience. And it's very important for us to kind of embody the characters from the story when we as musicians play on stage.
Who's doing the majority? I'd say, like, as far as writing the novel. I mean, I know collectively as musicians, you're all able to put in your own ideas and your own input for your instruments. But as far as writing the novel itself, like who is
It's
that also a joint?
The
Is
novel.
that all?
Um, the novel is Laurent and Thomas.
Mhm.
The book, so and the other story on the Polar is only Laurent, because the novel is the story of the first album, of our first album.
The short story.
Yeah, the short story.
Short story.
Yeah.
And so it is before the novel. We have two different. I don't know if you saw that. We have two different novels. There's like one that's like a short story that's telling the story before the novel, actually. Yeah.
And
Je peux dire, c'est l'enquête policière, le deuxième.
Yeah. So the second part, the novel, is the investigation. Is the whole investigation.
okay. That's very fascinating how put all this work to not only just the band, but just the concept as a whole, as far as storytelling. And I mean, it's not always done in the black metal realm, I'd say. I mean, people have their own stories, their own concept albums. Don't get me wrong, but when it comes to putting everything together, short story, novel, and the live performance and the costuming and everything. I mean, it's the whole kit and caboodle, as they say in America.
Yeah. Yes.
Because the idea is to have a whole universe.
Yeah.
And it should be immersive
Right.
for the audience. So we need to
Truly immersive.
all we've done.
And we love that.
Yeah.
It's
a part of the journey.
Yeah, it's a really part of the journey. We all made with a lot of discussion between us, and for the composition of the songs. Yeah, but with everything, with decors, and it's a human adventure. Really, I love it so much.
Leading into founding the band, did the idea of this universe that y'all created, was that initially the idea? We're just going to start this universe. Well, I guess my question is, did y'all aim to write music first or the story first?
The story
The
first.
story.
Always
Okay.
the story.
100% the story. Always. And what we all do, I mean, for any media we put online, any media we create, it's always to serve the story.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it could be music, it could be
graphics,
it could be
It
could be images, it could be a video, because we have so much project around the band, and it's always to serve the story.
And we also
Thomas, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, we also had this this thing that some people said that it kind of sounds like film music, and I think it's very interesting because we answered by saying, yeah, it's like film music, but it's novel music, you know.
Right.
So it's like a film composer would compose with what he sees and what is happening, then he will try to find the best music that will match the action. Then it's the exact same thing, but we're just matching what's happening in the novel, and we try to stick to that. So the music is always here, as you said, to serve the story.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it just seems like it's one rather intense, horrifying story that y'all created. And but I really appreciate it. And I guess my question for Thomas is, you know, where's there's always a fascination with H.P. Lovecraft that just made you want, I want to create my own universe, or what other type of influences like in the horror genre got you started with what you're doing now?
Yeah, I mean, I think the some composer like film composer are a good expression for that. So I really love this kind of Christoph Gans, who made some nice movie also. So it's a mix of a lot of artists who decided to make this kind of band, Les Enfants de Dagon, because before we have in a standard band, like we play songs, make live show, but there are no story to tell. I mean, real strong story, and we really want to change the perception for the for the crowd.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we proposed a journey, and an immersive journey, and not like we had do in another group.
so some and some ideas. I like Stephen King, so also so there are some idea who take from other
Yeah, you
Inspiration.
Writers, yeah.
you love David Townsend, but it's not.
Yeah,
it's
I
not,
love David Townsend, but
You really love David Townsend. Yeah.
and I try to have some
Some parts of it.
yeah, some part of it, some tricks. I love Igor also. But the idea is to have something new. I mean, we have Celine. We is a lyrical singer. We have Naomi on the cello, but we don't do symphonic metal at all.
Right, right.
Yeah.
But we have this
Element.
yeah, this.
Yeah, we're elements.
Yeah, we are elements right there.
I mean,
Definitely have a collective of artists that actually just, you're all on the same idea, and each of them, the music that you compose is serving the story, and that's
that's the
you can
focus.
hear that, and it's very metal too.
So that's the idea.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Serve the story.
Serve the story
Always.
and our characters. We recreated, and in the second album there will be main characters too.
New characters.
Don't say too much.
No, I don't say too much.
We can.
I just wanted to say that I love to see our characters growing in our stories and in our music.
Yeah. And even from concert to concert, I mean, we can try to put on stage one character,
Yeah.
and we have like a critical eye on it, and we say, okay, this character, okay, it's we bring it well, but maybe we can improve it with I
With
don't know,
some small change,
yeah,
or-
small adjustment in
Yeah.
our character, and and so it's always to serve the story anyway. So
Now, as far as writing the short stories in a novel, do y'all does your author dispatch anyone to help edit the story at all?
J'aurais bien répondre, mais j'ai pas compris ce qu'il a dit.
Est-ce que Laurent il veut bien faire des modifications
Il change
sur
l'histoire.
Oh yeah,
changer
sure.
l'histoire? Est-ce que
Sure.
ça change l'histoire?
We have the chance to. I'm sorry, I search my word because I'm not so good in English.
You're doing just fine.
Thanks. We are all friends in real life, and my heart family, and they are my heart family. All Les Enfants de Dagon are my heart family, and we really can say to Laurent or Fred or Sébastien, you're doing a really shitty thing. I love you so much. It's okay. I love you so much. It's really shitty, And we will joke. Oh, it's okay. We'll say, "Oh no,
Right.
no, it's you." like my kids, and and we can do that, and it's really important to comment dire, rester, to stay. Mince, je veux dire rester.
Stay on course with the story.
Nimble.
Stay humble about it.
To stay humble about the work
I
we've
got you.
done, because it's an artistic. C'est une œuvre artistique.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's an artistic project.
It's
Yeah.
an artistic project, but it's only it's an artistical project in construction, and
Okay.
if you want to do something with others, you must like we want to do, you must écouter.
You listen.
Listen
to each other.
You must listen to each other, and if you don't do that, don't care. I will take you. I would say to you. I will, and others can say that it's the force of the group.
Mhm.
Some are more directive, and others like Thomas, it's really kind, and he used sweet words, and it's not my part. I'm really I'm really directive, and I
You say the truth.
So you're more of the direct, in your face. Look, I'm going to tell you that you're doing a shit job.
Yeah.
If you don't like it,
Yeah.
then maybe that's something that we should work on or whatever.
Yeah.
And so it's just go back to the drawing board and try again.
Yeah.
And I totally understand.
And
Every band needs that. Every band, like, stop pretending that everything is great for one moment, and it just gives some critical analysis and critical feedback that's going to better serve the project. I totally understand that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Like fade outs, they suck.
Yes.
Yeah.
And on the creative process, I mean, the work is done. So our singer Laurent will send a backbone of the story, and we can exchange on this backbone. So there are a lot of small change, mid change sometimes, and it's quite the same with the music.
Mhm.
So I make some pre-production of the song, and I send to all the people, and they can hear what is good, what is not good, and we have a draft for working. So that's the idea.
But one thing I want to say is that what is really important to function well in our community, in our esoteric order of Dagon, is to take time, because we are 8 musicians with two staff,
lighting engineer and sound engineer.
And we must take time to do things. We are not
Rushing.
We are not rushing. We are in an artistical project. It's not rushing time. It's cool, and we take time to say things. and to
Now,
build.
as far as having 8 people in this band, uh, what is are the rehearsals like? Does everyone get their say in bringing, new riff, like, I guess, a new riff idea? I mean, uh, are is it I guess my question is there's like one person like directing everyone, or is it just collectively, look, this is what I think should better serve
The
the
story
project?
directed all. We have the chance to serve the story first. I think it's um, not saving as a um, it served the band because the story is right there. So
Yeah.
there is no one who is better than another.
Right.
Even um,
There's not a pecking order is my question. It's
No,
just
No.
and everyone has a say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. And in a technical way, we are all different. I mean, we are all from different backgrounds, musically speaking, and also socially speaking, and we all are of different ages. Some are older than others. I won't name them. And, but anyway, we are all different in our way, and it's important to have
A path.
kind of a path and a strict rules. Well, not strict, but rules to functions. And we organize that with I don't know, several messages groups. Not everyone is part of every project of the group because it cannot work that way. I mean, some are better in some ways, and some are better in composing. Some are better in a technical way. Some are better in graphic, in social medias, in videos and stuff. And we just try to take
split the work. Kind of.
Split the work, and we just say, okay, so what are you better to? I think if you are better to make videos, so you're gonna work on that. If you are better on social media, you work on that. If you are good in composing music, if you're a good technician in music, you work on the composition, and so we try to
Everyone playing into their strengths. That's okay.
and we are not putting I don't know, objectives to some peoples, and as you said, we are not rushing anything, but
Just
we try to
melting
just organize
ideas.
the best way to
organize the
to
best
the
way,
strengths.
melting ideas.
With the strengths of everyone.
And what is loving in this project there is that we can realize some kind of dreams. I take my example with the realization of a podcast, and it was really a kind of dream for me because I love
Telling story.
Telling story. Yeah, I love that. And with Les Enfants de Dagon, sometime we can realize our aspiration like that. And I discuss with friends, and I tried. I say, what are you thinking about that? If I'm okay, or if it's cheap, or if it's not quality, or let's tell me how you feel about that. And there is a lot of bienveillance, lot of kindness.
Indulgence and kindness.
Yes. There's a lot of kindness, and it's really important. And I think about we've created the band in 2019. 2019, and there's people grow
Also
inside,
with the project.
I think about
And typically, how I guess how long does it typically how much time does the band need to prepare for a live performance?
Oh,
As
it,
far as rehearsing and all the decor,
I know
the
now it's
production?
quite fast because we
Yeah.
know the
Yeah.
song, we know what we
Yeah.
done on the live show, and it's like a pit stop, you know. Say every people know what he have to do. So the general manager know what he have to check, and the light stuff we need to check, and so on. So it's quite easy now because we are we work on that. It's organized, so we know our set. The set and the setup is now easy to.
Yeah.
And the thing
perform.
is, we really anticipate a lot since also not everyone lives in Lyon. It's hard to have everyone. So in rehearsals, we don't rehearse
So-
that much
Yeah.
comparing to other bands. But we prepare a lot, which means like we have the basis now. We really know the songs from the first album, so we don't need to put changes to it. But if we want to put changes to it, we will communicate on our different channels to be like, okay, I think I would like to add that. How do you think it would work? And you can record something from home and send it to the band. So we work before coming to rehearsals, and then when we come to rehearsals, we mostly play all of the songs if we're gonna have a live performance that is gonna be really near in time. And by the end we're like, okay, this worked, this didn't work, maybe we should improve this or that. But we do not discuss that much of the music now in rehearsals because everything is set now. So yeah, and everything also that we perform on stage is not exactly what is on the album, but we already worked on changing it to the live performance. For instance, with the cello in the beginning, I arrived after the first album was recorded, so we only had cello on one track, which is Beyond. And for the live performances, Thomas gave me the freedom to write whatever I wanted to write. So I wrote some new stuff that I proposed to the band, and they were like, "Oh, it's so cool! You should do that." But before that, I sent already tracks to Thomas, being like, "Listen to that. How do you think it would work?" And we worked before coming to rehearsal, so that we have more time in rehearsal to just be together and also work on the organic part.
For us, the
the
rehearsal is just to settle thing. I mean, it's not to try thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just to settle the thing.
Yeah.
And being that there's four of you with me right now, I'm really curious to hear from each of you. What is the main musical influence that you take with you as inspirational purposes into the band?
Oh, good question.
If you could put down like, or if not one, a couple.
For me, it's mainly from the Doom part. I mean, it should be Paradise Lost, and
Paradise Lost.
yeah, Cradle for the black metal part, Behemoth sometimes, and a lot of death metal influence like Cynthianum, which is the last band of Joy Jordison.
Mm-hmm.
So it's with Frédéric Leclerc from now he's in Creator. So it's Cynthianum for the death metal thing, and Cradle. I mean also the black metal Norwegian scene. Which one? Dimmu Borgir. Yes.
Yeah, you could definitely hear those influences in Les Enfants. That's for sure.
That's the symphonic part of the black metal.
Yeah, totally agree.
For me, I don't know
Yep.
for the other, but for me, it's
All right, for me, it's a melting pot because I really love opera. Yeah, I can do it. I don't like that. I love Bellini's, every bel cantiste songs. I love French songs too, and French old song. I always love 19 début du siècle, début du 19e siècle.
At the beginning of the 19th century.
Yeah. I love les chansons à texte. Au secours.
text song. Yeah.
I love text songs. I love songs with stories. So that's why I really love the project of Les Enfants de Dagon. Because it's a really good journey, and I love a lot of band. I love Le Proust. I love Lacuna Coil, and it's very various. But what is different from my other friends in Les Enfants de Dagon is really French variety, you know.
My inspirations for that, I don't have a lot of people to look up to because cello in metal world is quite niche still.
Very,
If
yes.
you can still think about Apocalyptica but there's like 2 or 3 names that are really famous, but still not so different styles. But there is one person I really look up to. You can find him on Instagram mainly. His name is Raf Cello, and he's a Canadian cellist. And it's really interesting how he's inspired by Orient music. So I really like this kind of melting pot he's doing with metal and this type of music. And I really love in metal different fusion metal styles. And I really love the experimentation. So that's something I really try to put back in my work in Les Enfants de Dagon, to work on textures, but also on different melodies. And so I really try to imagine as an experiment, because since it has to serve the text, as we said, serve the story, it's really like an experimentation to me. And that's why I also really love Igor, and I think we share that with Thomas. He's a really big fan too, because they can explore different genres and still keep it in a certain aesthetic that's always very metal, fusion metal in it, in a way.
Absolutely.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Your turn.
Yeah, for me, I join pretty much what Thomas said about the influence of black metal and melodic death metal as well, because for me, I enjoy melodic death metal as At the Gates, as In Flames. Also, I'm really into those kind of bands. And also I have an influence that I don't put so much into into Les Enfants de Dagon, is more trash metal bands like Municipal Waste, as you can say.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah,
I noticed the shirt right away.
yeah, love that. But unfortunately or fortunately, I don't know, I play pianos and synths.
It's quite
You
different.
can do municipal ways with keyboards.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can
adapt,
try.
You can adapt it.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
You should make more efforts, actually.
But it's not obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, for Les Enfants de Dagon, yeah, I'm more listening my teenager inside, and yeah, let's say some Dimo Borgir and
Yeah.
Behemoth stuff, and yeah, and, I love this. I love it. I still listen Dimo Borgir almost every month.
Yeah, I actually had the pleasure of seeing them at in Norway at Inferno Festival this past year. It was a great performance. It was wild.
Yeah,
We saw them at this
Yeah.
Silac.
yeah, with the
This year.
like
Yeah.
Behemoths, and yeah, it's huge, and even Dimo Borgir. It's I saw them. I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 times. I don't know. And, yeah, it's crazy.
But
So what you're saying is you really love Dimu.
Yeah, really, yes.
you know about the inspiration. It's quite complex to recreate Lovecraft universe if you do a pop song. So
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
So
you're right.
so
Well,
you
dark
need
pop, maybe dark pop. It's
dark pop
maybe.
perhaps synth wave, but you need to focus what kind of genre you focus to recreate the
universe.
universe. Yeah.
No. Mhm.
So that's why we're between black metal, death metal, and doom. So
Very
of
dark.
ambience.
And the music absolutely the music of Les Enfants Dagon, it works so great with the storytelling.
Cute.
This is what really drew me in whenever you sent me the music, Thomas. I was like, damn, this is, the production, the music, everything it felt so extreme, but at times, when to slow it down, when to just have these theatrical components in the music that serves the story quite well. And I think y'all pulling off
Thank you so much.
amazing.
Yeah.
Well, so what's next for the band? What's new? What can we expect as far as new material?
Oh, so
Second album.
second album, and
So
let's
much
drive to New Orleans.
Yeah, New Orleans.
Do it. Come
Yeah.
on.
That's the next milestone. So we're working on the new album now. So we have starting the pre-production of the song, and we are normally 10 songs to have a new journey, and which is in the story take place in the New Orleans. So
Oh, wow.
yeah, so new color because we can introduce new texture and new instruments on that. That's the idea,
Mhm.
And new characters.
and
Yeah,
new
new
characters also
characters,
on the
yeah.
story. So
Yeah.
that's the idea.
You will still
Well-
have the main mood, but
Yeah.
it's gonna be slightly different because it's another part of the story.
Because we
Absolutely.
we don't want to reboot the first
Yeah.
album.
Yes.
We want to
Yeah.
try.
Don't want to repeat yourselves in any way. I get it.
Mhm.
Well, if you need any ideas from me as far as New Orleans itself is concerned,
Oh, yeah.
please stay in touch,
Yeah.
and I could help you out with that because I'm always in New Orleans. It seems I'm in New Orleans probably every other weekend in my month. So
Cool.
it's only 2 hours from where I live right now. So I mean, it's
Wow.
it's the place it's the place to be for me.
Do you have a room for 8?
But absolutely have room for 8.
Perfect.
Just bring the dogs. Bring the dogs.
That's okay. You just want bro.
Bye.
Well, I think we had a really good conversation. It was way better this time around, and I'm so glad y'all agreed to come back. This is Les Enfants Dagon. Thank you so much, Thomas, for messaging me, and we got you on the program and everything, man. So thank you all.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for having us.
Yes.
Thank
Absolutely. And looking forward to the second album. Looking forward to hopefully one day seeing you live. Yeah. So
Yeah.
cheers,
No.
y'all.
Have a good day, and hope to see you soon.
you. Yeah.
Absolutely. Y'all have a great one.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye
Bye.
bye.